All right, good to see you guys all again. I'm Dustin with Dickerson Custom Trucks and Parts for Rigs. We're here with Chad from Flying A Motorsports. We've got a really neat truck behind us here we've done some work on. Got to let him kind of talk about the specs of the truck, and then we'll walk you around and show you what we've done to it.
Yeah, so we took a Renegade conversion, put it on a 589 chassis, Peterbilt, the X15 Cummins. Got an Endurant 18-speed transmission. It's got a 45-foot conversion on the back, quad slide, 12K diesel owned generator. It's got 4 slide outs. It's really, residential refrigerator inside. Anything and everything you could think of to go live on the road.
It's nice.
Go racing out of, which is primarily what a lot of these guys use them for. But then we have full-time RVers too that just want to kind of live that custom truck lifestyle and cruise up and down the road. So, we were excited to have Dustin and Dickerson, work on the truck and do a lot of customizing for us to make it a one-off show truck that we're going to be excited to display at the PRI Show this year. So, yeah, just really happy with how it turned out and looking forward to showing it off to everybody.
Thank you. Yeah, we're appreciative of you guys bringing it to us. We've done a little bit of work for you in the past, but nothing quite to this level yet, and really looking forward to doing more in the future. But
absolutely.
I think it's going to be one that people remember down there at the PRI Show. I mean, I think it's going to really show well.
Absolutely, yeah. It blew our minds when we showed up and saw it. So it's it's definitely one of a kind, one of the first few 589s that Renegade really built on.
Yep.
And then let alone go this custom with it and make it set itself apart. So
absolutely. Well, let's walk around. Let's check it out a little closer. All right, guys, let's take a little closer look here. When Chad brought this truck to us, it was kind of, we want to color match everything, it was like, what about this? Yes. What about this? Yes. We'll do that. Yes. So we really started just peeling off some of the factory parts. We took the grill crown off, painted it, did our own grill that we made at the shop there, put Chad's logo in there, the Flying A Motorsports, the new owner. He's a race car guy, wanted his race car number put in there. Adam with ATD polishing, we had him polish up the hood pull for us there. We've got our 20-inch 304 mitered Eagle bumper on this one. Really looks nice with that fender line there. We want to really pay attention on the radius of the wheel and tire. We want that to really line up, and it came out just right. So we've got the truck's LED headlights in there. Those are really nice. They're heated. Not that this is probably going to spend a ton of time in the crap, but if he does, he won't be worrying about his headlights getting snowed and iced over. He'll be able to see in all those conditions, so that's really nice. We've got our breather light panels with all the truck's watermelon lights on them. 5 on the front, 2 on the back. A little bit different on the back of that breather panel there than what we've done a lot of times, which is nice to change it up a little bit. We've got the lifetime oil caps on the front, painted the hubs. It's got our air ride kit on it. That's why we got this thing down. Didn't want it totally in the weeds, but wanted to give it a real aggressive look when he's sitting there at PRI Show and out in the pits at the racetrack to make all of his buddies wish they had this thing, So we've got our cabin cowls on there, one piece. A little bit different with this truck being a short hood than what you've seen on our notorious builds. With the fuel tank being underneath the door, we had to do a little bit of notching on the cab panel, and redesign the cab cowl the way it comes back there, just to make it fit right. Still kind of has that same look, but with it kind of slid back, being a short hood, still has a really cool look to it. One piece cab cowl, and just really looks nice with the painted fuel tanks. It's got our same visors on there that you guys have been seeing us put on a lot of trucks here lately. Those have been selling pretty well. We're really excited about where those seem to be headed, along with the breather panels, having really good feedback from you guys, and we really appreciate that. They're fitting well. What I always tell people is if they've got some apprehensions about buying our parts, we're actually installing all these parts and everything, so we're going to have it refined to where they fit as well as they possibly can for all the guys at the shop. So if there's something needs to be tweaked, we're going to do that to make them go right on there, and that's what we're finding, having some really positive feedback. So same with the visor, guys are really liking that. Got the window chops painted to match. Got the 12-gauge mirror brackets on there painted. Just a way better look than the factory mirror bracket. That the ones that are coming on the 589s are real clunky looking, and they've done a nice job with those. Painted the breathers, left the breather screen. We've got the same punch in the grill as what the breathers have. Really wanted to keep that same look like what we've done on a lot of the 389s with the small Pete ovals. So we just really wanted to keep that flow. We changed all the lights when it came to us. Chad didn't have an option for clear lens lights when he had the thing built, but we were able to get trucks involved and get the clear lens lights. We've done some other stuff on the back to get the clear lens on that as well. Changed out all the exhaust pipes down the bottom, so they're all chrome. Got this thing looking right. Okay guys, let's take another look here. We've got, like I was telling you about the breather light panels with the 2 lights down at the bottom. It's something a little bit different. We had never done 2 lights quite like that at the bottom, especially on the 589 panels. A little different look from the angle there on the cabin cowls. Really happy with the way those are fitting. They're gonna really be nice and super functional for him. Painted fuel tanks. We pulled all the straps and everything off of those, sanded those down, got them all painted up. It just really blends in with this all paint matched design on this truck. It's really looks nice. Like I said before, 12 gauge mirror brackets. We painted the lower bracket. That way none of the polished aluminum stuff shows out. We just wanted a little bit of polish, like the mirrors, things like that, the door handles, the steps, some of your wear items. You know, you don't want to polish or paint the gridding on the top of the step there to wear through and kind of end up looking rough after a few years. But got our visor on there, like I was saying, on the Notorious trucks, on all the Notorious builds. Same visor you're going to find on there, same window chops as well. So we've got a lot of our parts that are really gaining traction in the marketplace that you're going to find on this truck. So we got with trucks on all the lights around the top here. They came in with an amber lens and they just stuck out a little bit too much. Chad wanted us to swap those all out for clear lens. Got them down here, the little 3/4 light on the side. Same with the mid-turn there. We swapped it out with a clear lens. Had to have some chrome tips on there. Couldn't have the galvanized looking exhaust tip on there. So we did that. On the back, we've got Optronics Glow Series lights. A really neat light. I have never seen those on anything. Really digging the way those look at night. So staying with that paint match theme, we pulled the headlights off, put the truck's heated LED headlights in there, painted the bucket, pulled the front and rear fender mount off of there, got that all painted to match. Okay guys, let's take a little closer look at our air ride setup here. We've got air ride that we build at the shop, and just standard single shock air ride that we've gone to with Pat from HD Shocks. Gets us all set up with the reservoir shock. Really game changer on the ride quality for us on that. You know, we've done a lot with the quad shocks, and with this truck being as big as it is and traveling a lot of miles potentially with his family and everything, we wanted him to really have a nice ride in the front end. So we put it on air, got it down looking cool, and he ought to have a really nice ride with those King shocks.
So on this truck, this 589, we obviously went with the X15 Cummins 18-speed Endurant transmission. We build pretty much all of our Peterbilts with the X15. Obviously, we do a lot of Freightliner with a DD16 and the DT12 transmission. We can do the 567, the 589. We can build these conversions on a Cascadia 126, but you know, we kind of build a mixture of all three. We're starting to do a little more with the 589. The 389s, it just took a little while to get the 20K front axles and get the approvals with Renegade, but really happy with how this thing turned out. 18-speed Endurant, you can pull just pretty much anything you could put behind this. Obviously with 600 horse, you can pull the hills and blow by everybody else. So yeah, just really excited with how this thing turned out and can't wait to get it up and down the road.
Okay guys, we're going to take a little closer look at some of the features of this truck. Chad's going to show us around and show us how some of these things work and what's in behind all these storage doors here.
Yeah, so Renegade's obviously come a long way since 1999, I think, is when they started. Obviously, we've got turn signal cameras, so you know, with a big truck like this, you know, you got blind spots and things, you can kind of, you know, flip a turn signal on, see where you're going,
Yeah,
see what's
definitely.
behind you, what's next to you.
Yep.
This compartment, obviously, we've got the large def tank, so they kind of keep that tucked away nice and neat. Here we've got our truck batteries. You guys obviously installed a disconnect,
Yep.
power disconnect, so we can kill the power to the truck.
Yep.
Kind of nice and hidden there too, to keep
Yep.
keep people away from knowing where the battery
That's right.
kill switch is.
Now they know.
Yeah, now they know. Yeah, now they know.
Jigs up.
These two compartments, you've got your black and gray tank. Actually, I skipped one. This one here is all your lithium batteries. We got dual inverter systems, so when we go inside, we can kind of show you, you know, what everything's going to run. 4 lithium Dragonfly batteries, 2 3000 Victron inverters. The center AC can run when you're going down the road, so you don't have to run the generator while you're trucking down the road.
That's awesome.
Kind of keep the back cool if you've got passengers back there, anything like that.
Absolutely.
You can kind of keep things going. Like I said, these are the black and gray tanks. You got a waste management bay, so you can kind of control when you're dumping your blacks and grays.
That's really cool.
Water fill. You've got one line in, so you can fill your tanks or use city water. Low point drain. It's got a little spray out. Inline house water filter there too. So yeah,
I like how everything's labeled and laid out. It's so clean and no guesswork. You know what I mean? It's really nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they do a great job. You got a black tank washout, so you can kind of rinse all the debris that you don't want to keep trucking with you.
Power hose reels there. What's the hose reels?
Yeah, so that water hose, obviously, when you're ready to hook up, you just give her a yank, walk to where you're going, and then when you're done,
How about that?
just run her back on in.
That's pretty slick.
No trying to coil it up
Yeah.
at your feet and then stick it in somewhere.
Absolutely.
That's a 50-foot hose reel, so
Wow.
you can get quite a ways away.
For sure.
Obviously, we got a nice docking light, and here's where the power comes from. 12K diesel owned generator.
Nice.
Give you plenty of power to run, you know, whatever you've got behind it. Plus,
Absolutely.
you know, 3 ACs, the wife's hair dryer or anything like that as well.
Curling iron. Yeah.
And then here's our power box. So we've got another hose reel or a cord reel.
Okay.
So you got a 50 amp plug, transfer switch, and a surge protector. And then you've got a 50 amp plug, so you can plug in your race trailer behind you, or you know, your camper next to you or something like that.
Leave it all plugged up
out
that
of
way.
power.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Got a removable port there, so you can run that out and
So
just
you're
to where
gonna-
you need to go.
You're going to be the guy that rescues the day rather than the
you
guy
can
that
save
calls
the day,
needing the save.
Exactly,
Yeah,
yeah.
I like to be the saver, not the savee.
On the back, we've got a 40,000 pound hitch. So, you know, 40,000 pounds with a pintle, you can tow literally about anything you could drag behind this.
I can imagine, yeah.
You can change it out to a pintle. It's got obviously right now we've got a 2-inch receiver adapter.
Okay.
You've got a backup camera for your hitch, and then we've got another backup camera up top. So when you're kind of driving down the road, you kind of either check your hitch, see what you got going on.
Right.
You know, if you're clear behind you. You got a battery, or obviously your 7-way plug, and then you've got a trailer camera plug.
Okay.
A lot of guys will hook cameras in their trailers inside and have a backup camera on the back of their trailer.
Absolutely.
Which makes it nice. You know, I always tell people nowadays you can't hardly drive a car without a backup camera.
You get
Using
so
your mirrors is a
yeah,
thing of
you
the
get
past.
so used to it. Even my pickup truck's got the 360 view, and you know, it's like I use my mirrors because I'm a truck driver.
Cheap.
Yeah, it is. It's really nice. You get used to that.
Yeah, and then obviously all the lights that you guys
Yeah, those are
replace there.
those are really cool. The Optronics, the oval ones there, they got the glow series. So the outside of that glows red, and then the inside is your turn signal. Those are really cool.
Yeah, they're gonna look awesome at night.
Absolutely.
Then we can kind of truck on around to the other side. So here on the other side, we got more storage. This is kind of the living side, I call it. You've got another storage compartment here. There's actually a central vacuum system built into this coach. So
No kidding.
the vacuum's in there with the bag and everything. And then obviously there's your vacuum hose.
So you just have different ports throughout the house.
There's
and you
actually,
plug your,
yeah, there's just one right under
Wow.
the bed, and then that
Okay.
hose extends,
the whole
pretty much
distance.
the whole length.
That's awesome.
We put another power outlet there, so you can kind of run a power cord out. A lot of people grill or anything at the
Yeah.
back of their coach, so if you got an electric grill
Awesome,
or
yeah.
want to put a frying pan or anything out that's electric, you can do that. Since this coach has no propane, you're kind of, you know, a lot of people either use a small propane bottle or electric
Okay.
grill. And here's another storage compartment. This one, we've got the ottomans in here for now, but I'll pull this out and you can see it's called a 3/4 pass through. So it goes through and up and under the frame. So you can put, you know, lawn chairs,
Maybe
you know,
a ladder
tables,
or
a ladder.
something. Yeah, some different
Absolutely.
things you may need. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Cool.
it just gives you that depth to take those longer items. So they did a really nice job with that. That's fairly new in the last year or two. We've got another outlet with a port in here as well. Another nice feature, they do the Trimark digital lock and unlock entryway here, so you can lock all your baggage doors from that keypad and the side door. Obviously your fold out steps there. Keep on trucking.
Oh yeah.
We got some parts here,
Yep.
but another storage compartment. This one actually is a pass through, so it goes all the way to the other side. So
Okay.
and then we've got a freezer fridge from Truma that pulls out. When this slide out's out, make sure to have plenty of room.
Yeah, that way you can get in the top of it.
But it comes out. You can freezer each side. You can fridge one side. You can refrigerate both sides. So
Wow, that's awesome.
got a bunch of options, so you're not chasing in and out for
Yeah, heck
drinks or
you got the kids with you.
popsicles.
They're not traipsing
Yeah,
in and out,
exactly.
out of the rig. Yeah, absolutely. I like that a lot.
keeps everything tucked away and
Very
accessible,
cool.
inside or out.
Very cool. Yeah. Don't need those plastic hub covers anymore. We got you way upgraded up there.
And then your Truma AquaHot. So this is kind of the heating element of the whole coach. It's your hot water heater. It's your furnace. It kind of keeps everything operating. It also has a preheat for the truck.
Oh, no kidding.
Which I always tell people you can kind of use both ways, right? You can preheat the truck, but then you can also preheat the AquaHot with the truck while you're going down the road.
Okay.
So when you get to where you're going, you've got hot water.
Got a little bit of heat. Yeah.
Yeah, and it'll give you endless hot water. So
That's nice.
yeah, it works really, really well. I don't know if this is unlocked or not, but no, it's locked. So we got a 43-inch TV in there.
Wow.
So you can flip that up. It's got a sound bar and everything on it. You can get the 2 awnings out.
I was gonna say it looks
over
like we've got power awnings up here on both sides, huh? They come out.
Power awnings, so it'll cover the whole side of the coach.
Wow.
They stick out about 10 foot.
Okay.
They've got obviously an LED light strip on that. You've got LED lights under the awning or underneath the slide outs, and then you've got an RGB LED light underneath the body of the truck. So
that's super awesome, man. I can't imagine what else you'd want with one of these things. This thing has got it loaded up, huh?
You get it all lit up, you're ready to party.
Absolutely. For sure.
Yeah, so that's pretty much the outside. Let's go check out the inside.
Yeah, let's do it.